All right, think about why businesses like McDonald's, Uber, Airbnb are so successful. It's because they have repeatable systems in place in their business, okay? So my name is Chris Martinez, and what I'm gonna talk about in this video is how you can make an extra 3K a month in your online nutrition and fitness coaching business with this 3-step repeatable system that you can do literally every single month to make an extra 3K. It doesn't matter what level you're at, beginner, intermediate, or making 10, 20, 30, 40K. It's a repeatable system where you can make an additional 3K per month, okay? So check this video out.
All right, if you guys are ready to roll, let's make this fun. You guys can unmute and be like, yeah, baby, or you guys can post in the chat, yeah, baby. Like, let's have some fun here. You guys ready to roll?
I'm going to say, yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
And then I just saw Heather from Toronto. Welcome. And then we have someone else jumping in too. All right, guys. So let's jump into this. So this is Coach Eric. I guess we didn't plan this, me and Chris, to wear the same exact T-shirt and the same exact color. It just happened. It's a twin thing. So just don't mind that. But today we're going to be talking about the 3 steps to an extra 3K a month in your nutrition and fitness business. And I want to be clear. This isn't a training on how to get to 3K months. It's how to make an additional 3K a month, which is really good. That could be life changing, guys. It really can. If we look at it from like a year out, that's $36,000, for the year. If you learn how to make an extra 3K, and that's just the bare minimum. I mean, it could be way more than that. So I just wanted to stress that because a lot of people think, oh, it's how to get to 3K months in your online health and nutrition business, and it's like, no, it's how to create an extra, 3K in your coaching business. And I'm not sure where each and every one of you guys are at within your guys' monthly income. But again, I think an extra 3K would be pretty good, right? So if I could get a head nod or a thumbs up or a 1 in the chat, I mean, if you're with me, then let's do it and we'll move forward. Hugh's all give me the thumbs up.
Yeah. And that's good you put the context on it because, somebody can be at 5K months, 10K months, like it doesn't matter really. Like this framework will help you, again, make an additional 3K a month.
Yeah. And welcome, Jamie. Good to have you.
Yeah.
All right,
we also have Kartik. Welcome. Okay.
And then stay tuned, guys. We're going to be doing some giveaways. One of our sponsors, Highly Apparel, is being generous enough to give out some gift cards to some really, really cool swag that they have and stuff. They have good apparel. So just stay till the end and we're going to, screenshot everyone's name that's on. And then we'll go ahead and do a random draw within the next few days. And we're actually giving away a copy of our book as well, too. I know some of you guys have probably read it, but for those that you haven't, then it's a good read. Good little short read.
Oh, that means that you're biased about your own book, huh? No, I'm just messing around. All right, guys. Okay, so let's talk about the 3 steps to make an extra 3K a month, okay? So if we kind of look at this whole diagram, I promise it'll make sense once it's done. This is basically the middle part, which is the outcome, is to make an additional 3K a month, okay? That's our main outcome that we're going to be shooting for in this training. So usually there's 3 different areas, that health and fitness coaches really lack in to be able to make an additional 3K a month, right? And the very first one is usually it's a poor lead flow. So guys in the chat, can you tell me give me a yes or no. Are you struggling to get leads right now? Do you have like a poor lead flow or, yes or no?
Hugh said yes. Kartik, yes. Jamie, yes. Shannon, yes.
Yeah, and it's usually a huge problem, with health and fitness coaches. It really, really is, and it's a lot of different issues, which I won't get into on this because it's going to make it too long of a training. But it could have to do basically with your avatar. It could have to do with like your niche. It could have to do with the type of content you guys are posting. Maybe you guys are posting too much how-to content. Maybe you guys need to start showing how you guys coach people, online wise or in person, so they can actually see the vision of being in your guys' program, right? So there's a lot of different reasons why people have a poor lead flow, but we'll get into this a little bit deeper into the training. So the second one is basically awkward sales. And this is a huge one here, guys, because basically there's 3 different kind of options when it comes to sales, right? You can either be that douchebag salesperson, right? That's super sleazy, super aggressive, just looks at it as a numbers game, ATM machine. The second one is basically you can have people in your friend zone, okay? And that's where you're the coach that's just like way too cool, like you're not really, serving them. You're just trying to be their friend. And honestly, that doesn't work out either, because then people don't really look at you as an authority, right? And really the last part is just comfortable sales. Okay. And that's what we're going to talk about, is how do you get to that point where it's like you're in between, you're an authority, right? And you still are pretty cool because they're going to buy you as the coach, right? Not coaching. But how do we get in like that middle and have just like an even keel of all different areas so they won't be awkward for you and you can convert more people? So really quick, in the chat too, do you guys like sales? Just yes or no. Do you like sales?
Be honest. Be honest. No.
Come on.
Guys, real quick, a quick little hack. One of my mentors told me once, he's like, reset your mind to look at sales as selling as serving at its highest level. Okay. So that's a good little tip, that you're serving people while you're actually selling.
Yeah, we got to shift those minds on that. Okay. And the third part, why health and fitness coaches struggle to make an extra $3K a month, is basically it's a low delivery confidence. So basically, you have a lot of health and fitness coaches out there where, they might be good at marketing, they might be good at sales, right? But when it comes to basically delivering their program, right, and getting clients results, especially online, their confidence is really, really low. Okay. And if you have low confidence, that's going to end up to low belief, low certainty, and that's going to lead to low momentum. And if you have that whole kind of like, recipe right there, it's a recipe for disaster, because you're not going to be very confident in getting your guys' clients results. And that's the hardest thing, guys, is like, if you're not confident in like your own skill as like a nutritionist, or even like, as a trainer, or like, just exercise programming, whatever it is, that is hard to market out there, because deep down inside that you can't sit there and get people results. And there's a lot of horror stories I've seen out there where they're very good at marketing, very good at sales on their social media. They'll sit there and hand off like literally the programming and all that stuff to somebody else that they hired as like a nutritionist or something like that, because that's how low their confidence is, right? I don't want you guys to have to be there, okay? But that's what we're going to fix, is a low delivering confidence. How many of you guys right now, just maybe like, scale of 1 to 5, 1 being low and a 5 being high, what's kind of like your guys' confidence level with like delivering results to your guys' clients? Good. Hugh 4, Shannon 4, good. Anybody else? Jamie 3 to 4. Cool. Yeah, and that's good, because that means you shouldn't have a problem marketing and selling, because you believe in what you do and you can get people results, right? And that just makes marketing a lot easier, in my opinion, and selling. Okay, so let's tackle each of these kind of like 3 like areas that health and fitness coaches struggle to make an extra $3K a month. We'll start off with the poor lead flow, okay? So really what we're trying to do to fix this, instead of having poor lead flow, is get hot leads, okay? Now, again, basically creating like a system to where we don't have to sit there and worry so much about, getting leads, right? And we don't have to hunt so much every single damn day, because that's exhausting. Like going out every single day, every single week, hunting for clients, and almost getting to that point where it's like desperation, and people feel that on the other end, whether it's online or in person. Okay. So I don't want you guys to have to get to that point. So how do we create a system, like a marketing system, a content system, where it's you guys have leads every day and clients every single week? Okay. Now, if we do that, next thing we want to do with kind of awkward sales is effortless conversion. Kind of like what Coach Eric was talking about, right? Selling is serving at the highest level, right? So how do we sit there and get a position to where it's not awkward? How do we get in a position where it's like we're not in the friend zone, but it becomes effortless to convert people, to where it's almost like you look at them and it's like, it's on you. It's a no-brainer to work with me. That's how much I believe in myself as a coach and how much value I have, right? And confidence. And if you don't take this offer that I have to get you out of pain, right? And I'm going to give you the value and be able to sit there and transform your life, it's on you. And you kind of look at them like, well, it's on you. It's not me. It's nothing I did, right? I came ready for this conversion. And that makes your guys' conversion process effortless, okay?
Yeah, and just really quick to add to that, guys, when you're selling a high-ticket program that's anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000, I mean, all you're really doing on these calls is you're coaching them up, you're identifying their pain points, shifting their beliefs, and that's all you're doing is you're making an offer at the end to just make it a no-brainer.
Mm-hmm. And then with the low delivery confidence, all we're trying to do is make that a high delivery confidence, okay? So guys, in the chat, I just want to know, like, which one are you guys more excited about kind of to learn like today and go a little bit deeper in? Is it the hot leads? Is it effortless conversion? Or is it the high delivery?
Hot leads, hot leads.
Always the leads. Hot leads. Okay. All right, cool. Let's move this along and let's go a little bit deeper into how do we really kind of build out this like hot leads, system, right? So again, this is something we teach like in our programs is to connect with 50 people per day. And basically there's ways to do this. Like, obviously you pick your guys' poison, whether it wants to be on Facebook or Instagram, or if you guys want to do both, right? But there's got to be some sort of system where you're connecting with literally your perfect future clients, right? Knowing your avatar and niche and connecting with about 50 people per day. Those can be friend requests. Those can be going and commenting on people's stuff, engaging, can be following people, right? But you have to at least connect with 50 people per day and have a system in place. Now you can do this manually. You could do this with like software as well too. And we have, different types of software that we give to our students to be able to like sit there and automate this stuff so they don't have to do it and make it easier. But you got to look to at least connect with 50 people per day because you got to have some sort of percentage where at least you have like an opportunity to have at least 10 or 20 of those conversations out of those 50 people you connect with, because conversations lead to conversions, guys. Okay. So look to connect with 50 people per day on Facebook or Instagram. And the next one is basically what we call hand raised content. So again, like we could do a whole training on just like content itself, but you got to start doing some sort of content where you're getting people to raise their hands, getting them to take action, right? Liking your pictures, liking your videos, commenting something below, commenting an action word, right? Doing a poll on Instagram, doing a quiz. Those are all considered hand raised posts because they're going to either like it or they're going to comment on it. If they like it or comment on it, that's a hand raise. That is your green light to go in there and start a conversation with them. Be like, hey, thank you so much for, liking my picture. Thank you so much for taking this quiz. Where are you at in your nutrition journey? Where are you at in your health and fitness journey? That sparks a conversation, guys, right there. Okay. And something else like in our programs is we have another thing where it's like a template of 15 hand raising posts just to make it a lot easier, like for our students, right? But just start thinking about, guys, instead of posting like a picture of like how to do something, right? Like an exercise or your food or something like that, start posting some hand raising content to get people engaged, to make them sit there and comment below or to like it or a quiz or a poll or something like that on your guys' stories. Okay, the last one on here on how to get hot leads is basically you got to have a nurture system. Okay, because with the nurture system is you can't just sit there and go for the kill every single time, right? So where it's like a call to action where I'm looking for 5 people or go watch my video or something like that. You got to do some sort of system where it's like give, and then ask. Okay. So a good ratio you guys could do is literally every single like week, give like 2 or 3 gives. And then maybe every Thursday, maybe every Friday, that could be your ask right there. That could be a call to action, right? That could be a hand raise post to get them to take some sort of action in the comments. And that's your guys' green light, right? Because you guys are providing value.
I know. You're probably like, damn it. Why are you sitting there interrupting this amazing training? It's amazing. Okay, I'm gonna get back to it. I'm gonna turn one more light on real quick right here. Okay, give me 30 seconds. So really quick, I wanna share this awesome case study and story. It's super motivational, super inspirational, and we give so many tactics in there how our student, Renato, basically went from 0 to 10K months in his online health and fitness coaching business. He actually quit F45 as a group trainer in there. And like I said, he started from scratch and he went to 10K months. So we give some really, really cool stuff. We have an audio, we have the script, we have the video portion, we have extra stuff in there. So if you're interested in that, just click the link below in the description box so you guys can grab it. All right, now back to this training.
Give. And then you guys have an opportunity to ask right there and then seek a conversation in the DMs with them. Okay. So guys, I want to know in the chat, which one of you guys going to take action on like immediately? Is it going to be connecting with 50 people per day, more hand raising content, or maybe like a give, ask type of system?
Connect with 50 people a day. You said, Shannon, more hand raising content.
Yeah. Anybody else? Okay.
Everyone's being shy today with the chat.
What's going on?
Jamie, you said connect with 50 people per day. I love it.
I know, right? These got to be engaging,
Yeah, more hand raising content. There we go.
Kartik, there we go, man. Okay, Cool. Let's move on to the second solution that we talked about. Obviously that problem is awkward sales. A lot of health and fitness coaches have to stop them from making an additional 3K per month, right? So what we want to do is have effortless sales like we talked about. Now, to do that, there's 3 different ways we're going to do effortless conversions, okay? And the very first one is, it's called SBT, okay? That's called sell by text. And with that, it's really kind of 4 C's that we're doing here, guys. So what we're doing with this is we're creating content, obviously, right? The next thing is we're creating a connection, and that's a hand raise post, right? If we create good content, then it leads to a hand raise post, a like or a comment. After that, we lead into a conversation in the DMs, right? If we can get the conversation going in the DMs, then we lead to the 4th C, which is a conversion, okay? Now, obviously, SBT is a deeper kind of concept than that, right? It's probably like our number 1 strategy we use with our students because, again, guys, look, let's face it. In this day and age, it's about attention. And if you're that type of coach where you think you're just going to post a bunch of content or have a website and think that you're going to drive traffic there and people are going to buy your $2,000 online program without getting on the phone or conversate with them, it's a mirage, guys. Somebody is a really good marketer that's selling that out there. That's not us. We're not going to bullshit you guys, excuse my language, but you have to have conversations with people and you have to get people on the phone and be real and care about people and tell them you have the solution to their problem to buy a $2,000 plus program.
Yeah,
that's the truth.
Same concept of, let's say there was no social media. Before social media existed, it was all just conversations, guys.
Yeah, it's the same exact thing. Okay, the next thing is once we get very good with like this sell by text concept, right? Having conversations in Instagram, DM. The next thing is what we call as a set call. This set call, guys, it's a very friendly, just 10 to 15 minute get to know you type of call. This is not something where it's like, super like emotional where you're trying to persuade them into buying. It's really just logical. It's data for you, the coach, to see if they're number 1, a good fit for your program, and number 2, to build the trust. That's all this 15-minute call is designed for. So don't be afraid to just be like, hey, do you want to hop on a 10 to 15-minute call, right? And just see if they will sit there and answer a few questions, see if they're a good fit. Then you don't have to waste your time anymore, right? But people love that though, to really just jump on a quick call and see if you're real, right? See if like you can really help them out, if you're genuine. Now, if we can do that, guys, and if they're a good fit, we bought the trust and they are interested in kind of like what you have to offer. Okay, great. Let's move them on to what we call an Inspo selling session. And this is basically just a deeper dive for 30 to 45 minute Zoom session where you're literally inspiring them to take action in your guys' program, right? Your $2,000 and up program. And that's it. You're not going to sit there and be salesy. You're not going to be sleazy, right? You're just going to present your offer to them. And again, have confidence and know that you can solve their problems and get them out of pain. And it's up to them after, you did your job. And that's why we call it Inspo selling session, because that becomes effortless conversion. Okay. All right. In the chat, what are you most excited about with effortless conversion? Sell by text, set call 15 minutes, or Inspo selling session, longer form one?
SBT, set call. Sell by text or call. Yeah, the set calls are really, those are game changers, guys, because again, you'll know in 15 minutes if you want to work with this client or not, and if they qualify.
And a good red flag, guys, is like if you do that 15-minute call and you ask them one question, it takes them 5 minutes to answer that question. You're going to be like, oh shit, I don't know if like I want to work with that person, right? And then you can end the call in the next 5 minutes. Be like, that's not a good fit, Can be hard at times, but yes, call is preferable. Yeah. And that's the thing, like it doesn't have to be like this super professional overproduction call. Like people just like to be real. If you can hop on a quick call when you're running some errands, you're with your kids, cool. Just hop on a quick call with somebody. All right. The last issue that health and fitness coaches, face to make an additional 3K a month is a low delivery confidence, right? So obviously you want to get to high delivery confidence, okay? To make marketing and selling a lot easier. So basically the very first thing you guys have to understand with like having high delivery confidence is what we call PFC. That is basically your perfect future client. Like everybody needs to know like who this is. Again, we have to serve people that are our avatar niche and our ideal clients. We can't just help everybody, guys. Like if it's in-person training, it's different, right? We're limited to like a 3 to 5 mile radius, but online, it's so big that, especially on social media, we have to speak specific people's pain points, frustrations, and wants. A mom, a dad, all different people, but we have to sit there and get clear on who that perfect future client is. Okay. Or else none of this stuff is going to really flow in the way we need it to flow. So really, once you understand that perfect future client, this is kind of what it looks like, right? Somebody comes to you guys for coaching, right? Because they usually have a problem. Okay. And then obviously you guys have the solution to their problem, right? Whether that's like losing 10 pounds or, losing 20 pounds. Okay. Now, basically what happens is like this bridge right here, this bridge is your guys's, 8 to 12 week program. That's the solution in the bridge, right? That gets them there. So that's what I'm saying, guys. If you guys know like your perfect future client right there, and you guys have a great offer, I mean, man, that is, it's game over for you guys. And which again leads me to right here, your high ticket offer is the next one. Too many health and fitness coaches undersell themselves. That's why they don't make an additional $3K a month. When you're selling $50 to $100 packages, think about the amount of volume you guys got to do to be able to make extra $3K a month. But if you have something to where it's a 1 to 3K program for 8 to 12 weeks, guys, just do the numbers. You only need 3 clients per month. And if you're doing sell by text, hand raising content, and you guys are having phone conversations, guys, seriously, can you not get maybe 2 or 3 clients per month if you're doing all this type of stuff? I think everybody can really admit that they probably can get 2 to 3 clients. That could be an additional 2 to 3K per month for them. Okay. And the last thing, guys, is basically nutrition coaching skills. The reason why I say nutrition coaching skills is what I've learned too, like with even helping like over 700 health and fitness coaches the past 4 years, is the skill of nutrition coaching, I think, is a lot more valuable than exercise programming. Okay. Because what you guys can do with nutrition coaching is eventually team up with like local gyms and become the nutritionist there. You guys can host seminars. What also nutrition coaching does is allows you to do a lot more online coaching than just supposed to be like, oh, I'm going to give you an 8 to 12 week exercise program. It's valuable, but it's not as valuable, guys. When you guys start getting into like metabolism, hormones, all that type of stuff, that is super valuable. And that's how you increase the price to about $2,000 to $3,000, right? But you have to have nutrition coaching skills and competency, right? And confidence to be able to deliver that and get people results, right? Okay. In the chat, guys, what are you most excited about with increasing your delivery confidence? Is it knowing your perfect future client, a high ticket offer, or nutrition coaching skills, getting better at that to get people results?
HT offer, nutrition coaching skills.
Okay.
Come on. Who else? Who else? Nutrition coaching. Yeah, that's a big one.
Okay. So yeah, guys, those are basically like the 3 steps right there to be able to make an additional extra 3K per month, no matter what. If you're at 3K right now, if you're at 5K, you're at 8K, you're at 10K, you follow this framework and this system right here that we just laid out for you guys are going to be okay. You can make an additional 3K per month. And just think about that every month. If you guys just have like this system right here and you follow it and take action, 3K, 6K, 9K, 12K, 15K. Sky's the limit, but it's in your guys' control. Okay.
Yeah. Can I add in two more bonus things with that? It's really the mindset shift. We call it mind growth in our program, what we teach, but the 2 biggest things you guys have to really understand is how to create a winning belief system and really knowing your worth and value as a health and fitness coach. I can't stress that enough, guys. You have to understand how to play offense every single day and literally know your worth and value. Like you guys are solving huge problems out there to where people only know what they only know. People don't know what an online coach is. People don't know what a nutrition program looks like online. So we have to sit there and really shift people's beliefs. And you guys have to shift your beliefs. If you can't sit there and fathom the thought of paying for $1,000 to $3,000 to solve your health issues for the long haul, then you're going to have a tough time selling that program to one of your guys' prospect clients.
Yeah, those are really good. Coach Eric dropping some heat on the mindset stuff. All right, let's move it along, guys. So we want to just talk about some student wins here that are following this framework.
Yeah. And we're really proud of our students in our programs. Both, we have 2 programs and we're just really proud. And I always like showing these 2 because again, it goes back to the belief system. If they could do it, why can't you guys do it as well too? So really quick, this is Courtney. She joined our online fitness clients 2.0 program. I want to say a little over a month ago. She invested $150 and she already made $1,000 back. And sorry for that noise. There's like a fire alarm going off. And this is Alexander. So he joined the same program, and he made his first, he sold his first $1,500 client. And then he sold 2 other clients that were high ticket as well too, or another one. So again, he made $3,000 probably in less than a week, just implementing some of these strategies and frameworks that we have taught right now. And this is Kim right here. In 2 weeks, she got 25 new leads. Some of you guys have the lead flow issue, like you mentioned. So Kim was able to solve those issues with some of the frameworks and concepts that we teach in our programs. And who would not want 25 new leads a week? And this is Liz right here. She was able to generate $1,200 off one spear post. A spear post is a very, very powerful lead generation framework that we teach in our programs. And it's to sit there and get those hand raises, to qualify people, and to really, filter out the people that aren't serious. So that's a perfect example of $1,200 off one client. Seth, he did the same thing. Spear post. He had 12 people to reach out to him, 7 scheduled set calls. So out of those 7 set calls, I want to say he probably closed half of that. And that's easily an extra $3,000 that he made. Same thing with John, 65 comments off one spear post. So we talked about, you guys had lead generation issues and leads. These are all issues that can be solved within the concepts and frameworks in our programs. And then right here, Colette, she just sold a bundle, $2,600 for 3 months. So again, guys, if they can do that, you guys can do that as well too. And these are just some other wins from other students, like Joe, $8,000 in 2 weeks. Gary, $5K this week. Colette, that's a screenshot of her income, $5,627 for 1 month. Bernardo, he went from $600 to $5,000 a month in his online coaching business. Jane, $300 a month to $5,000 a month. Renato, $0 to $8,000 in his online coaching business. Shaw, $0 to $6,000. Matt, $0 to 10K months in only 6 months. So again, guys, if they could do it, you guys could do it as well too.
All right, hopefully that video was helpful. You got one nugget, one aha moment in there where you can literally put that whole repeatable system into your health and fitness coaching business and make an extra 3K a month, okay? So next thing to do is, if you are having trouble in one of those areas I talked about in that training about converting online leads, right, into high paying clients, check this video out right here. We did a laser coaching series with Coach Nathan, and he's having that same problem, right, is converting some of his online leads into high paying clients. So check this video out right here.